So, herzlich willkommen zurück bei The Wolf Among Us, Episode 5, A Cry Wolf. Verzeihung, so. Kann gleich losgehen. Uno momento, por favor, so wie immer. Es braucht immer ganz kurz noch. So, fangen wir mit der finalen Episode an. Also, gleich. Ja, ihr kennt es ja, am Anfang dauert es immer noch eine Minute.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Yes.
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
Wir haben es leider gemacht.
What monsters are you? What horrible, evil, villainous, warped monsters are you?
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Nö. Haben wir dir versprochen.
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Bloody Mary.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Ich bin mir immer noch nicht sicher, ob wir ihn leben lassen oder ob wir ihn töten. Also, ob er seine gerechte Strafe bekommt oder die Straßenrache. Bin ich mir noch nicht sicher, müssen wir mal schauen. The Wolf Among Us. Episode 5. Cry Wolf.
You've come a long way. You must be tired.
Erstmal schön der Huffenpuff. Aber wir wollen mal noch nichts überstürzen.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster, sirloin.
Got a scotch?
Only Tennessee whiskey, unfortunately.
Na.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
Bin ich mal gespannt.
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You're destroying this town. You've been doing it for ages.
Destroying this town? What on earth do you mean?
What the hell do you think I mean? Slavery? Kidnapping? Extortion? Murder? What would you call the wholesale corruption of Fabletown?
I would call it the baseless accusation of a desperate sheriff. How are you certain this isn't some conspiracy against me? I'm a well-connected man, well-moneyed. People do like to take their shots at me.
You're right that there's a conspiracy, but you're the one behind it.
I have no need for treachery, Bigby. I do everything right out in the open. But I can understand the confusion, and I am truly sorry about the trouble all this has caused you. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely mean to make it up to you. The recent murders that have gotten such attention as of late, I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you.
An unfortunate bit of business? You're gonna tell me right now who killed him?
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
Sorry,
No,
aber...
I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more than a...
That's enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Danke. Das ist doch schon mal ein Anfang.
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down. Now.
Die gehen mir aber auch alle auf den Sack, man. Können wir nicht einfach alle nacheinander wegsperren?
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged. Get your hands off me!
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And then
you told me
attempt to blame me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, sis. You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
What the hell?
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fucking start this.
Don't make any trouble, Georgie.
All right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like that?
You think I give a fuck if I'm the one... Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
Get the fuck out of here!
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
I'm not going anywhere.
Yo.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Uh-oh. Bloody Mary. Du blöde Bitch.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Soll ich dir auch noch das andere Horn brechen? Ich nehme es mit allen von euch auf.
Take this!
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see her inside.
Los. Oh. Wir machen euch alle fertig. So ungefähr.
Oh God.
Das war knapp.
This way.
Und zuhauen. Ihr geht nirgendwo hin.
Come on, Dodgy.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Vergesst es. Los. Hier entkommt mir nicht. Los, mach die Tür. Den holen wir uns, den holen wir uns, den holen wir uns. Vergessen. Du kommst dann nicht davon, Bruder. Los.
Fuck! What was that?
Das falsche Auto.
Take him off!
I can't.
Will die uns überfahren?
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Die auch nirgendwo hin. Mitnehmen. War's das jetzt schon, oder wie?
Come on.
Fuck it!
Ja, natürlich, da hängen genau die Sachen, die wir brauchen. Ah, fuck, wären wir doch mal bloß dem anderen gefolgt. Dem Crooked Man. So, wir können ja mal looken. Hier machst du Lucky. War sein Auto. Tja, dann gehen wir mal rein.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Ihr werdet auch nirgendwo
I
hingehen.
need a minute.
Okay.
Tja, ich glaube, die haben nicht gedacht, dass ich direkt komme.
Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Oh, Crooked Man's the one you want.
Ja, da hat er aber
Of
recht.
course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
You gonna carry me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
Vivian, you don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to help you here.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're
Yeah.
wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls.
So it's all my fucking fault then.
I
You
didn't
fucking...
mean-
You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look, I'm
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told. Then it comes back to bite you in the ass because some good-for-nothing crooked bastard decides you're not worth shit anymore.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine.
Yeah.
Believe what you want. I can tell you've made up your mind. Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Nerissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing.
Nee, aber du bist auch schuld.
It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault.
Oh, guck da schon
But what
sein.
was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know?
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go.
Tja.
You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you talking
Das
about?
wüsste ich auch
This
gern.
is the original. The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
Promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
I know that. But did it have to be like this?
How could you do this?
Das wüsste ich jetzt auch gern.
I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do.
Ja.
You have to understand.
Ja.
Nobody was supposed to die.
Ja, na, warum macht man denn so einen Zauberspruch?
It was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee.
Ja, und dann stirbst
That's how
du.
it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were going to be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point.
Tja.
And the
Und jetzt
Crooked
sind
Man
zwei
showed
Leute,
up
also
and
zwei
everything
Fables,
just
tot.
turned to shit.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you. Sometimes all your options are shit.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't talk
can...
about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them?
Nein,
Vivian,
sie
wait.
nicht.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them.
Hans zum Glück.
What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Oh.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian,
Oh.
no!
What the fuck?
No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian?
The fuck?
Vivian! Shit!
Just... Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh.
Das wollte ich halt echt. Oh, fuck. Wir holen uns den Crooked Man. Georgie, du bist auch dran, aber der Crooked Man, das ist unser Hauptziel jetzt.
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby.
So eine Gedärme gucken raus.
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the Crooked Man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright?
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Ja, was wird er sich denn erinnern? Er stirbt doch.
Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks.
No.
He'll be there. Fucking asshole.
Aber wieso
You
stirbt
wanna
er denn?
finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you want to do, right?
That's not who I am.
Prove it then. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did. Let's not draw this out.
All right, Georgie.
Boah. Ja, aber das... So ein Arschloch er auch war, das hat er nicht verdient gehabt. Also... Er musste nicht leiden. Er hat schon gelitten, als Vivian sich getötet hat. Ich habe den Wichser, den holen wir uns. Da könnt ihr Gift darauf nehmen.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Na, siehst du, das ist doch schon mal ein Zeichen.
Of course.
Offen. Hier sind wohl die magischen Zauber. Und wenn ihr euch fragt, warum das so langsam geht, ich mache das halt mit Mauspad und das ist halt, mit Gamepad und das ist halt echt langsam. Was mir so ein bisschen Sorgen macht, ist, wir müssen uns noch mit Bloody Mary bestimmt anlegen und der Kampf hat ja letztes Mal nicht so gut geändert.
Bigby Wolf.
Wenn man vom Teufel spricht.
The big bad wolf.
Das gefällt mir gar nicht. Fotos? Oh, scheiße von uns, oder?
Used to be something.
Oh. Foto von allen. Da sind wir. Wir, als wir vom Metzger kamen. Faith, die zu uns gesprochen hat. Die 3 Mädels. Holly und Dings. Faith und wir. Und Faith und Lily oder so, keine Ahnung. Oder Nerissa.
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Du wirst uns auch wieder fürchten. Glaub mir. Vertraue mir. Hör mir zu. Das Laufen ist aber auch anstrengend. Oh nee, die hat sich doch mal Silberkugeln gemacht, Mann. Oh. Ach, fuck, damit kann ich nicht. Sie brauchen einen Spiegel, um zu kommen. Oh, da ist sie. So viel zum Spiegel.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
No.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow, what a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned? Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Auf die Fresse. Na komm. Nee, das ist doch unfair. Die kann einfach verschwinden. Bigby hat irgendwie Ähnlichkeiten mit Wolverine, wenn ihr mich fragt. Vom Haarstyle. So von der Behaarung. Trennt die doch bestimmt gleich durch. Was, die klingt wie ein Predator. Die klingt wie ein fucking Predator, Mann. Ah, das war vielleicht doch keine gute Idee, hier hochzugehen. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Ich werde das Gefühl nicht los, wir fallen hier runter. Die manipuliert doch hier plötzlich alles. Diese... Aua. Ich hasse so Quicktime-Events mit dem Controller, den ich nicht sonst spiele, man. B-A-X. Oh fuck, man, das ist... Hallo, wie schon? Jetzt soll ich nicht bitte drücken? Oder... Oh mein Gott. Das ist die wahre Bloody Mary. Oh, ist das ekelhaft. Wir hitten die einfach nicht. Die ist besser als wir. Ja, das kann ich. Das ist gut. Runter von mir. Runter von mir. Runter von mir. Los, runter, sag ich. Aua. Und schon sind wir der Wolf. Also der Werwolf quasi. Hauptsache es fällt nichts auf uns rauf. Oh, da kommt sie. Die ganze Klasse, die. Oh, was sieht das? Oh. Hä? Jetzt ist hier auf jeden Fall mehrere? Hey Leute, das ist unfair. Hallo? Wie kann die sich vervielfältigen? Was ist das? Aber wenn wir die originale Mary hätten. Oh. Los. Aua. Das sind so viele. Das sind so viele von denen. Die tun uns alle weh. Punch sie weg. Aua. Aua. Hallo. Oh. Jetzt ist der Wolf erwacht. Wo sind wir groß? What the fuck? Wo haben die denn jetzt die Waffen dafür, Mann? Das ist die echte. Das muss kaputt gemacht werden. Und jetzt die echte. Doch nicht die echte. Das ist sie. Ja, wer weiß? Da kommen noch mehr. Oh ja, machen wir sie alle mit einem Mal weg. Ja. Toll. Böse große Big Ben Wolf. Kann husten und pusten und dann fliegen sie alle gegen die Wand und gehen kaputt. Und da blieb nur noch die echte. Tja, Lady. Hallo? Aua! Oh, ein Glück. Das war's. Wir haben Bloody Mary getötet. Und das eine halbe Stunde in die Folge hinein. Und dabei noch nicht mal so viel Schaden genommen. Und warum liegen da jetzt schon wieder Klamotten? Da ist er, der Crooked Man. Jetzt haben wir ihn.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Bisschen.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf.
Ach nein.
I didn't kill those women.
Nein, aber du hast es in
And
Auftrag
I think
gegeben.
You know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out, but I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We both know that.
Ist tot.
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders two of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie.
Und du hast den Auftrag gegeben.
He's dead, isn't he?
Ja.
My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
Nein.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind.
Das stört
What
mich
do you
aber.
say? Hey!
Und
I'm
Abflug.
sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Na wehe, wenn nicht. Wenn das jetzt falsch war. Dann habe ich die komplette Episode damit also das komplette Spiel damit verkackt, wenn der jetzt nicht seiner gerechten Strafe zugeführt wird.
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Jawohl.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You think
girls.
you have the right to
And what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This. You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
Wir machen das
Thank
fair.
you all for
Das sieht
coming
aus, als
here
wenn er
on
stirbt.
such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible.
Wir sind aber auch
The Crooked
wenig.
Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is the rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing, and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything.
Nope.
We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the
Hey,
shots.
Crystal.
Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
Let her
Yo,
finish.
let her
You can have
finish.
your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
Jo. I insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting
muss
violence
runtergeschossen
against
werden.
various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution
Oh, you
at the
doing,
Pudding
Chris?
and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Nope.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're in.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning, so cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
Oha, Mann, die hassen den ja
The
alle.
Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
ground.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat
da hat sie
everyone
recht, mit
fairly,
Pride.
even when they don't deserve it.
Hauptsache, er entkommt nicht.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Komm schon.
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Nope.
Really?
Das glaube ich
I would
nicht.
never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes. It's true.
Carried away.
Loyal to the end. They
Bullshit.
do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her
Fuck, der kommt nicht davon. Vergiss es.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in line.
forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant.
Bist du auch?
When your government abandoned you, poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Ich wusste, das gibt ein Problem.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had.
Wir haben ihren Baum verbrannt. Ich wusste es.
Anyway, with nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
Und wir haben ihn
I
verbrannt.
got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because
Thanks,
I
Chris.
helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
They burned my tree to ashes.
What?
You burned it down?
You see? There's more to this than they're saying, okay? It was necessary to keep this town safe. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man.
What choice did I have?
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you.
Das würde ich auch
From
sagen.
people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
Komm schon.
They're right.
Jawohl.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town
Ja, Mann.
is
Komm schon.
over. And those girls will have their justice.
Jawohl. Yes, sir. So mag ich das.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Oh, nee.
I just
Of
need-
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right. Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Das hätte ich nicht sagen.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened.
Ah, okay.
Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection.
Ja, Protection.
Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely
Crystal.
different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right. Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard, please.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh nee.
We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Jawohl. Die Rettung hoffentlich.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know what
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
Stimmt, sie ist tot.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body.
Ja.
Did you kill her?
Yes, sir.
Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's
Yes.
okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms
Damals.
it.
That's
He
it.
made Georgie do it. It was always him.
You're winning the
Georgie would have
crowd.
never
Yes.
done anything without his say
Jawohl.
so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Jawohl.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
Für mich auch.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well. Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Ja, das würde ich auch sagen.
Well done then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't get
bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up!
Wir müssen rausfinden, was die Mehrheit
Clearly,
will.
we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to die.
We can lock him.
Everyone, I'm...
Not this way.
Uh-oh. No. Nope.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep. You're going to miss me.
No.
Und goodbye.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Oh shit. Ich hoffe, wir haben jetzt das gemacht, was die Mehrheit wollte. That's it. Das war's. Es ist vorbei. Over and out.
Hey, Sheriff.
Wer bist du?
You gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay. Great.
Wie die Farm.
This fucking line.
Hey. Wir sind ja doch mehr. Wo kommen die denn jetzt alle her? Warum waren die vorhin nicht da?
Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Bin ich denn...
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Na, Colin, du alte Sau. Tja, ob jetzt hier wieder alles so normal werden wird, ich weiß ja nicht. Och, was?
I'm going. Jesus.
Wieso? Ich hab dir doch Geld gegeben.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff.
Warum?
Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Oh.
Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Oh.
Can you give this to Miss White, please?
Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so...
Aww.
If you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yep.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Tschüss, TJ. Aww,
hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? How should I know?
Es regnet und die müssen mit ihren Koffern da sitzen.
Goodbye?
Hey, Nerissa.
Hi.
Hi.
Du verlässt die Stadt?
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget.
Ich glaube, ich dir gerne.
It seems like I should be able to. It's just...
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own. Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
Jetzt kommt's.
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
Oh nee.
I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together.
Was ist denn leverage?
The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand.
Oh, du hast uns...
You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place.
Nerissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes.
No.
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Here.
Thank you.
Hufflepuff, die Billiglinge. Jawohl.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was
Oh,
it?
nee.
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment.
So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Du warst es.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you.
Okay.
You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just different.
Kinda.
Things are always different. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was.
Da hat sie recht, wir waren ziemlich gerecht.
You did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Na, da hat sie recht.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Hört man gerne.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
Also wir und ca. 69% der Spieler haben Georgie getötet. Mercy natürlich. Boah, fast 90% haben dem Crooked Man seinen Try gegeben. 38,6% haben den Crooked Man runtergeworfen. Das heißt so circa 60, das heißt 30 haben ihn weggesperrt. Ich schätze mal 40 haben ihn vielleicht weggesperrt und 20 haben ihn umgebracht. Oh, fast 99% der Leute haben es gemacht. Und fast 55% haben gesagt, ich hoffe, wir haben was Gutes getan. So, die Stats. You lied him about seeing beauty outside the apartment. You forked him after the interrogation. You gave him a drink when he asked. You helped him to avoid the farm. Faith tot, Crooked Man tot. You confiscated his money while he was in custody. You burned a tree. You drank with Gran after Lily's funeral. Georgie, tot. Holly, you pretended to be Woodsman while she passed out. Nerissa, you gave her a cigarette during your final conversation. You paid her extra money when arranging for your date. You brought her along with you to the trip trap. You showed a trans photo of her. You choose to wait for him. Ned, TJ, you appreciated his battle and promised to give that to Snow. Toad, you slapped him during the interrogation in his apartment. You stood up for him when Snow wanted to send him to the farm. You gave him money. Ja, alles in allem, not bad. So. Das war's. Over and out. Und das mit so einem Ende. Cliffhanger as fuck. Und es wird keine Fortsetzung geben, weil Telltale pleite ist und wahrscheinlich dieses Projekt nicht weiterverkaufen wird. Oh. Das ist halt echt sad, Mann. Das ist halt richtig sad. Tja. Aber es ist trotzdem eine mega geile Geschichte und ich bin wirklich am Überlegen, ich glaube, ich werde mir die Comics dazu kaufen. Einfach um die Geschichte weiter zu wissen, weil soweit ich weiß, basiert das Spiel auf der Comicreihe. Und ich glaube, soweit ich weiß, wird die Geschichte da drin weitererzählt. Klar, dann wird es wahrscheinlich einen kleinen Abzweig geben, weil da werden Entscheidungen wahrscheinlich anders getroffen worden sein, als es halt in dem Spiel jetzt war. Und ich weiß auch nicht hundertprozentig, ob die Geschichte da weitergeführt wird. Aber soweit ich das mal gelesen habe, glaube ich zumindest, dass die Geschichte da ähnlich weitergeführt wird. Oh, and you. Tja. Ja, ich danke für jeden, der mal kurz reingeschaltet hat, für jeden, der sich das hier im Nachhinein anschaut, für jeden, der bis hierhin geschaut hat. Wenn ihr bis hierhin geblieben seid, lasst ein Like und ein Abo da, falls ihr noch nicht abonniert habt. Genau, continue the story. Pick up a graphic novel today. Aber okay, gut. Fables heißt es nur. Das war's. Wie gesagt, danke fürs Reinschalten, wer auch immer reingeschaut hat, wer sich das im Nachhinein anschaut. Thanks for Crystal is Weird for subbing and like the video. Und ja, weiß nicht, ob ich noch ein Projekt machen werde, so in der Richtung. Also ich habe ja noch ein Spiel, was ich zum Beispiel gar nicht gespielt habe, nämlich Telltale Games Borderlands. Aber ich weiß nicht, ob ich das spielen werde. Muss ich gucken. Könnte ich mir aber auch vorstellen, weil da werde ich dann wahrscheinlich auch mehr reden. Da habe ich dann mehr zu dem Spiel zu sagen, weil ich es selber noch nicht gespielt habe. Das Spiel habe ich schon gespielt, dementsprechend war es zu entertainen ein bisschen schwierig. Es war nicht so leicht auf aufgetretene Aktionen zu reagieren und so weiter. Aber ja, ich hoffe trotzdem, es hat euch gefallen. Mir hat es Spaß gemacht, es zu daddeln. Und ich würde sagen, man hört sich beim nächsten Projekt, spätestens beim nächsten Best-of von CSGO. Bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Bis dahin. See ya.